Hello, everybody. I'm back twice today. Hello, Brenda. I see you're in the room. I know you're probably prepping dinner and doing things around the house, but I know you're listening. It was so fun reading with you this morning. Hey, Snow Wolf. Um, uh, because I read for, I think we ran about 2 hours today. I'm not sure how long we were on. We had a wonderful show over on Brenda's channel this morning. Um, and then I really loved it because afterwards we just sort of chit chatted and talked about um, being psychic and reading and energy and things like that. It was a really fun conversation. Hello, welcome to the room. I think you're new. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I'm gonna slaughter it. I don't see Milsukin yet. Oh yeah, there she is. Hello. Um, anyways, we read this morning for a couple hours. I was filling in for Anne, who is sick. So send love and prayers. She had a stomach bug and needed to take the day off. So, um, and right at the last minute, about 30 minutes before we went on, Brittany got a hold of me and I said, "Oh, always give me a call if I don't respond to your text message, call me, let me know because we just really have fun reading together." And we're talking about maybe doing a show midweek, a Wednesday or something midweek, and doing personals then. And we were talking about seeing Sharon wants to join us and doing um, split readings where we each draw a couple cards versus doing full spread readings. Because when we get three of us in there, we seem to go into sync. So we need to reach out to Sharon. Maybe she'll pop in the room and see if she wants to join us at least part of the time. But we're thinking about doing a midweek show. It'd be nice to do that. I'm thinking Tuesdays or Thursdays because they're slower days for some of the mainstream political readers that they don't tend to broadcast um, every single day of the week. And I know there's several people that do group programs on Wednesday. But anyways, we're playing with that. We need to look at some of the demographic numbers, and so we're working on getting that set up. I'm going to do short oracle readings today because I've already been reading for well over an hour anyways. I'm not sure how long we went. I didn't look to double check. So I'm going to do 3 card oracles, but I have a spread for the collective of oracles also. I'm going to be using my Soul Truth deck. I really like this deck. It's sort of food for thought type, and if you're into journaling and stuff like that, there's some really good exercises of the way to look at different topics that come up. I'm even using the Novice Day Blessings cards today. And then I have a new deck that I think I've only used once since I gotten it. And I was sitting on the top of the box and I went, what is that deck? And it's called Beyond the Fog and Shade. And this is sort of it's an interesting little oracle deck. It has humorous cards that, give all different kinds of meanings. And so I thought that'd be fun to throw into the mix. To bring in something new. I pulled 3 cards, one from Novice Day, one from the Soul Truth, and then a postcard from Spirit. I'm not going to read those today because they're really rather lengthy, and I want to keep my time down because after I've been reading, if I read too many hours in one day, it is really taxing on my energy, and I have so much to do still because I'm still packing. So going to keep it short and sweet today, but I didn't want to. I didn't know I was coming on, so didn't have time to cancel the program. And usually I cancel when I'm going over to Brenda's and just tell everybody, come over to Brenda's channel. But most of you follow Brenda, so you are aware that I am coming on. So people will start filtering in the room unless they've gotten busy because it is summertime and people are busy. The weather's nice nationwide right now, excluding some areas that are hit with the smoke from the Canadian fires. Do send our thoughts and prayers out to Canada to get control of their fires. They're still ongoing. I don't know how much is contained. I haven't looked up statistics on it. I'm trying not to follow fires this year. I usually follow fires because I grew up. Uh, uh, I'm a Forest Service brat, so I grew up living on forest, and fire crews ran out of the campus that I lived on. My mom is a contracting specialist when she was alive, and she handled all the fire, equipment and all the contracts for getting fire rescue, uh, everything in. And so, I grew up with that in my life all the time. And so I usually keep track of the fires. I know we do have a fire going on in Northern California right now, north of Linda G. She lives just outside of San Francisco area, and um, up towards the Santa Rosa region. It's very dense timber up in that area, so they do have fires going. They're not on her. She can see the smoke and stuff from her location, but she hasn't been any of the evacuation notices or anything, and no power outages that I know of. I haven't watched her most recent videos, but she usually mentions the fires up north, which is the region my mom worked out of, in Northern California. The five forests in Northern California were under my mom's jurisdiction when she was alive. And so, and they have a lot of fires up there. Our normal fire season in California runs usually, we're getting them earlier and earlier because of forest management, things like that are highly impactful. And then the El Nino weather patterns that we're having this year, we're having very hot, dry weather. Today, I'm in Central California, and I'm between Bakersfield and Fresno. If you know anything about it, I'm right in the middle between them. And we're at 100 degrees. This week, we've been running in the hundreds, off and on all week, and the high 90s. So it's been really hot here, and it's going to get worse before it gets better, because as we approach into August and September, those are usually our two hottest months, and that's when our fire season really blows up. And we have no local fires going on in my area right now, but I'm right on the foothills of the Sierra Nevada mountains, just outside of Kings Canyon National Park. So we do get a lot of fires up there, and things like that. But right now we're good, and I'm right on top of the Sierra National Park, which is just south of me, and just out. My sister lives just below the Sierra National Park. So we have all that state and forest land that back up together, and they start either in the state or in the forest, but the fires always mix. So we have crews from both state and forest that fight fires here. And then we get our Canadian friends that come down and help us fight fires, Oregon, Washington. And we also return that. Hopefully we have American firefighters helping Canada out right now. I have no idea what the situation with our government, if we have people going out. Usually fire crews are work in conjunction with each other, especially in our Canadian border areas, because our forests back up each other. Where we stop, they start. And so wildfires can cross the borders very easily, both on the East Coast and the West Coast, because Canada is a very highly dense forest country. So we our resources. We pull our resources together to help each other out. Hopefully, we are still doing that. Like I said, I haven't been following it this year, which is really sort of unusual for me. But that's that, so let's put our hopes, prayers out that the Canadian fires and any other fires that are happening in our nation are contained quickly and safely, and put extra love and light around the firefighters. It is a very dangerous job. They're out there on foot. They fight fire with fire, and fire creates its own weather, its own winds. It's quite an interesting little beast when it goes. And those fires can get up over 1,500 degrees when they're burning, because you've got tree sap and all this fuel, not only on the ground, but the trees themselves are highly flammable. And the fires jump easily, and it doesn't take much of a breeze to spread a fire quickly. So keep our hopes and prayers out for our firefighters. It is an extremely difficult job, and they put their lives on the line to contain those fires and get them under control, along with the hotspot crews that go behind when they think they've got the fire done. They've got crews that jump in to hard to reach areas, and they go make sure that the hot spots are broke up and they're not reigniting the fires, which happens frequently. So it's there's a lot of people involved, and I'll tell you, when I was doing survey work for the Forest Service and working in engineering, I bunked up with the firefighters because I was a woman, and this is the only place we had unisex housing for me, and I was on an all-man team, so I stayed in the bunkhouse with the firefighters. Those guys would work 2 or 3 day shifts. They would come in with their packs on and literally pass out and wake up 5 or 6 hours later and take their packs off. And I mean, they were just dead to the world, out cold, exhausted. And they worked those long, long shifts. So put all those prayers out to the firefighters that are fighting those fires, and all the volunteer firefighters that go out and the crews that go out and help put those fires out. So for the collective, I did pull 3 cards. The first card from the Soul Truth is, I am focused on what I want most. This is that hopes and dreams card, our wishes, the direction. And the card says, from reasons so few of us achieve what we truly want is that we never direct our focus. We never concentrate on our power. Most of us dabble their ways through life and never deciding to master anything in particular. And that is a quote from Tony Robbins. And today's soul action is what you want to focus on. What you focus on grows. Today, ask yourself, is my life a reflection of my values? Or do I need to make adjustments? Prioritize. So take into consideration, what is it that you want to achieve, and focus on achieving that, because you will. You can manifest your dreams coming true. And from the Novice Day deck, I love the artwork on this. It's a tree reflecting in water with a heart carved into the tree. The blessings without borders. In essence, we are living energy flowing through the oceans of human consciousness, spiritual beings moving through cycles of life, birth, death, and rebirth. We are all interconnected and in communication with each other. No matter how much physical space appears to separate us, feel blessed presence for someone you love this moment in your heart. Novice Day. I like that. And then the postcard from Spirit, the category is Live Your Dreams. And it says, Dear you, human beings spend a huge percentage of their life asleep, not just in bed, but in the kind where you forget you are a spiritual, immortal being taking on temporary human form. It is not your fault. Echo in my ear. It is not your fault. Everyone suffers from spiritual amnesia once in a while. As you develop an identity, an ego, and being, you begin to see through the eyes of the small self and have less connection to your soul self. You may not recognize this is going on, but you sure can feel it. We're here to remind you to look through your soul's eyes and see the magic is everywhere. Infinite potentials lies in spirit, who is teaming with you to fulfill the contract you made in contribution to your evolution in the whole world. Wake up and remember that all the help you need is orchestrated in the invisible realms. Your mind, your alignment with the divine intelligence and unstoppable. The world is yours to co create. You are so loved, and we are all behind you. So remember, we have contracts that we come down with that we are fulfilling if we're aware of it or not. And yes, we are being guided. It's time to open our awareness up into what our purposes are moving forward in life. So I love that card. I really like the messaging on that. So anyways, I don't repeat cards. Okay. I see everybody's coming in. I'm going to throw some oracles starting at the top of my list. Who came in person? I'm just going down the list. So if you're chatting, or if I miss somebody, just let me know as I get through the list. First in the room was Brenda. Of course, we just got off, so she jumped in, and I know she's busy, multitasking. She's probably prepping dinner right now. So out of the Beyond the Fog and Shade deck, and then I'm going to pull a Novice Day. And then I like to just cut my decks and pull whichever comes on the top. Okay. From Beyond the Fog and Shade deck, it says Breaking Miracles. Clearing the fog is clearing clearing the fire fog, the mist. So, that's interesting. I wonder what the meaning behind that is. I don't know. It reminds me of a reflection in the mirror, looking at things as they are, seeing through the fog for what's really in your realm, completing that circle. From the Novice Day deck, and there's the image on the card, and I got the trees and the hearts going today. It says, blessing from good fortune. Rich and rewarding experiences bring you increased spiritual awareness at this time. Good fortune flows to you as your third eye opens. You are inspired, feeling totally at peace. Life is beautiful, transparency woven in the threads of love. I like that. And then from the Soul Truth deck, it says, do I believe I am worthy? And it says, are you worthy? Are you deserving? Are you loved? Start seeing the divine beauty within you and go out and claim your life you have dreamt up. Your crown has been bought and paid for. Put it on your head and wear it. That's from Maya Angelou. Love her. It says today's soul action. For the big goal or dream that you have, ask yourself, do I feel worthy of this? Today's mantra, I am worthy of it all. Absolutely. Yes, we manifest and create our own destiny. So definitely. Who for thought? These are great cards. These soul truths are great cards to journal in and just sort of get in touch with your inner self. And that's why I love these cards. And I actually pull these and journal on them time to time. Sometimes just it's a way to refocus your energy on what your goals are, where you're going. So I like that. These cards, I think they're really great. Yeah, I'm sure I got them on Amazon. So, and Snow Wolf. Let's see what we get for you today. It's interesting. From the Soul Truth, where am I called to use my voice right now? It says, you have a soul script that was written to be spoken. Your story matters, and it's time for you to share it with the world. Today's soul action is share your story with at least one person today. Be brave and speak the truth. Your voice will be a catalyst for healing others. I know you do that too. The Namaste blessing for you. Ooh, that's pretty. It says, you are the blessing. You are blessed. You are a blessed soul and the blessing to this world and others. In giving, you also receive, for life is an ebb and flow of love and blessings. We are all of a single essence, one and one in spirit, to give to the blessed, both yourself and others. Namaste. That's really pretty. Beyond the fog and shade, I don't know what this means. It says game over, and it gives you a love. So I don't know what that means for you, but I'm gonna pull another one. See what it has to say. Misleading mask, bogus shade, true self. See, they're quirky cards. I guess we all live behind a mask at some point in time. Okay. Interesting. I don't know. What do you think the game over is about? Mole silk. Who are you? Let's see what comes up. How can I infuse more self-love and compassion into my daily life? If your compassion does not include yourself, it's incomplete. Today's soul action, boy, and there's a list. Choose one of the self-care actions today. Set stronger boundaries. 2, meditate and listen to your heart. 3, speak to yourself with compassion. 4, focus on your strength. 5, say no to something that isn't a soul yes. 6, say yes to something that you're afraid of. 7, let go of what you cannot control. That's a good one. 8, stay far away from the drama and negativity. That's an excellent one. Yeah, don't get involved in other people's drama. That's for sure. 8, oh no, 9, ask for help and allow it. Hard for many of us. And 10, write down 3 things that you are grateful for. That I suggest we always do is voice our gratitude for what's going on in our lives, because I think it's important that we are grateful for the things we have and the things that come to us. So, the Namaste blessing. The themes are trees today. That's funny because I'm cutting the deck and all the trees are coming up, which are strong energies. Bless the treasures within. The qualities you admire in others, you also possess. There is a treasure within you. This card is here to help you reconnect with the well of wisdom, creativity, and the beauty inside you. It's time for you to shine your light. Namaste. I like that. And from Beyond the Fog and Shade, it says, the sea of despair, feelings, helpless soul, drowned, selfish, gloom, clueless, fragile, sorrow, race, fearful, empty. These are the things that bring us down. These are the things that I think all the other messaging is saying we're buying this false messages, that we need to look within, because we are all made of good things. We need to assess ourselves and remember that there is goodness in all of us, and that these are false messages. These are labels that people put on us that can be negative and bring us down when we really need to shine our light out there. So blessings to you. And then I am not sure how to pronounce this. I'm going to post your name because I don't know how to break this down. It's Kajahu. Yeah. I'm going to just trust you know who you are. Anyways, this one is for you. I do personal readings on Saturdays. And of course, today I was doing personal readings over at Brenda's Tarot. If you're not a member of Brenda's Tarot, please join us over there. Her and Ann Ellis read together on Sundays and do personal readings. And I step in and help out when Ann needs a day off. Love reading with Brenda. Like I said earlier, we're talking about doing a midweek collaboration. We're going to see if we can bring Sharon from Rhubarb Tarot. She's a good friend of ours, and we're all three of us Pisces. So it's an extremely interesting when we get together with our energies. Our readings get quite interesting and crazy, and we pull all our second energy together, and it's always so much fun, and just we get on a realm that is just unbelievable. So hoping to get that in the works and organized, and we'll let people know in the next few weeks if and when we're going to launch it. Let us know your input. If you're up to it, and because we're working from coast to coast, Pacific time to Eastern time, we got to lock our time frame in so that we're not running. We're pulling the people off the Pacific coastline and trying to get them at least in their commute, and they can join us as they get home, but not so late that Brenda's working at 9:00 at night when she's normally winding down for the day. So we're going to try to figure out a good time slot for that program and what's going to work with her and I, and hopefully Sharon will join us at least part of the time. We haven't reached out to Sharon with this idea yet, so if Sharon pops in and you're listening, we'll be getting in touch with you. Okay. For you, the first the soul truth card is, do I surround myself with people who lift me up? Oh, that's always important. The people with whom the people with whom we surround ourselves determine who we become. Does your tribe fill you up? Do they inspire you? Do they believe in you? Do they help you step into your greatest potential? Today's soul action is make a desire list of the type of people whom you wish to surround yourself, and clarify if there is anyone in your life who no longer serves you. Can you love them from the distance? So yeah, and take an assessment on the people you surround yourself with. Is somebody that's bringing you down serving your better good? It might be time to be friends from afar versus having them tied in your inner circle if they're a negative aspect in you. We want to keep positive people in our lives and surround us with people that are loving and supporting and helpful. So I totally agree with that one. from the Novice Day deck, blessed seasons. Each season of your life is gathering of precious moments. Each one of its purpose, uniquely beauty, challenges, and blessings. Everything is always unfolding in accordance with the divine will of our soul. All blessings and forever blessed. Namaste. I like that. And from the Fog and the Shade Oracle deck, it says, Auroral dreams, inner dances. I like that. The aurora in the sky and the butterfly flying up is a sign of ascension. So, yeah, we need to dance that beautiful dance, rise our energy up into the ethers. Definitely. Sign of ascension. Yes. And Dean must have came in the room. Did I miss Dean? Ah, Dean. I just got off the phone with Dean. Okay, Dean, for you. Let's see what funny cards we get for you. Don't be fooled. Tricks, mistakes, mental traps. That should launch off the new year good, huh? The new school year good. Actually, I read on the school year, I think he's going to have a really great class this year. I got really good vibes on his reading coming up. He is a teacher. And I sent the calculation on how your income should be calculated. You'll get a kick out of it. Anyways, from the Novice Day desk, blessings of letting go. Free yourself from negative entanglements by letting go of the emotional ties, beliefs, and outdated ways of thinking that you no longer serve you. You have the power. You have the power. That which lets you go and transform into an endless blessing. I like that. This is your new class, Dean. Let go of the old stuff. Don't carry that baggage across to the new class coming in. And from the soul truth, it says, wow, this one's a yellow card. It says, when I was the last time I danced freely. When was the last time I danced freely? Brenda calls you the dancing machine. I always hear you singing. So it says dance because it will shift you into a beautiful state because it will get you out of your head and into your body and heart. Because fear lives in the head along with anxiety, control, guilt, frustration, and impatience. In just a few minutes of dancing, you will make the shift. You will feel the change of joy and confidence take over, and you will feel the soul remember to live and lead your heart. Dancing is a tool to ground us in the now. It triggers happiness and is a gateway to freedom. To become free, dance. Hey, Trenzel, this one's for you too. I'm always telling them to go out dancing. Turn on some music and just dance away. Set yourself free. My husband and I go dancing on the weekends. It is fun. And it's very social and it's very freeing. It's nice to get out there and meet people and have a good time and just let yourself free. Today's soul action, dance in 3 minutes to your favorite song. Notice the inward fire grows within the feelings you're feeling and being you. You're a wild, loving force. Experience it with dance today. So, Dean, when I call you back, you better be up there doing the dance. I should hear music in the background, not that sad stuff. Anyways, like your comment. There's no. Oh, I guess that's everybody. It was a very small room today. And Trinzone's not in here. He's still taking a nap. Okay, well, it's a slow room. And wow, I'm 36 minutes into it. So let me grab another postcard from Spirit just for the collective. Let's see what messages Spirit has to tell us today. Again, this is my favorite deck, as Brenda always points out. And I just love this deck. I've been through it 3 times now. I always shuffle the cards to the back so I'm not pulling the same cards over and over again because that can happen. And of course, if these cards, anytime I read oracle cards, if it resonates with you, it was meant for you to hear. It's not just for the person I'm reading for, but it's for anybody that resonates with the messages on the cards. So remember that. The message is for everybody. This card is under the category of with love. I love that hummingbird. It says, dearest you, we bet you must be so exhausted some days, giving as much as you do, sharing your energy so beautifully in service to the highest good, can leave us feeling depleted, like an empty well. If it feels as if there's no more water for you, the good news is that we have a plan. Today, take a relaxing bath. I'm a firm believer in bath salts are our friend, cleansing, and help you ground. Book a massage. Wish you could afford it. Read a novel. Buy yourself some flowers or plant some in your garden. Make the time for self-care, not more work for yourself, but tending to yourself. You are reminded to do so more often. I have given that advice for people to get out in the ground and plant flowers in their flower beds. Even if you're just adding seeds and sowing some new seeds in and making sure they're watered and watching them grow, it is so grounding because you're getting your hands in Mother Earth. I love to garden. I love to cook. I love to sew. I'm very creative. And so anytime you express yourself in some kind of creativity that brings you pleasure, that makes you feel fulfilled, it grounds you. It stabilizes you. It is a form of self-care. So I always highly encourage people to, if you enjoy a good book, grab a book and read it. Even if you can't read for hours and hours, pick it up and read a chapter and a chapter at a time until you get through the book. I know as I've gotten older, I have a hard time reading because of age and all that. And I read a lot. I do a lot of research, so I'm constantly reading. But when I'm reading for pleasure, I do audiobooks a lot because it allows me to multitask. I can do things around the house to get things done without having to focus on what I'm doing and what I hate doing, like dishes. My big pet peeve. I hate washing dishes. I was the bottle washer in my sister was allergic to soap, so I resent doing dishes. I'll do the laundry to the till the sun goes down, but I hate doing dishes. Um, so I read, I listen to audiobooks, and when I'm doing those kind of tasks, it shifts my mind. I also do a lot of meditating and prayers while I'm multitasking. um, it brings my focus away from the task I'm doing and I get it done without the thought of the misery. I hate doing it, and it puts my mind in a positive light. So, highly recommend it. It says to finish the card, it says, and be sure to use the word that might have caused you anxiety in the past, but is essential for your well being now. No. Say it with us. No, thank you. No, I can't. You do not have to explain. Just say no gently and firmly. Then go on. Then go for a soak. Life will wait for you to bring yourself back to center, replenishment, and ready for new adventures. We love you so very much. I'm a firm believer in soaking in a bath with bath salts. It's so cleansing, it's so grounding. You shut the door. I don't care if you have kids knocking on the door. You tell them, when I'm in the bathroom, don't knock. This is my few minutes of alone time, and you need to respect me for that, which is hard when you have a spouse and a husband and children that are constantly, you can't even go to the bathroom by yourself without having them line up at the door because they know where you are. And you might be having fun or something. Who knows? I don't know what the thought process is on that one. But now I don't have any kids at home doing that. My husband knows better. The cats come piling in. Time for loving. I don't know why the bathroom is where they seek love, but give me a few minutes first. I had to shut my door and kick my cats out because earlier today they were all piled in, and Brenda can attest to this. I have 2 kittens, and I didn't realize the mama cat was at my feet the whole time we were reading Brenda. She slept the whole time, didn't come up. So, and you asked me about the mama. Yeah, no, she was in here. She's hiding from those kittens. I kicked out earlier. Okay. A soul truth card for the collective. What if it was easy? Wouldn't that be great? I don't know about you guys, but life has not been an easy venture. We're always overcoming obstacles in our life and challenges in our life. It's what makes life interesting. It doesn't have to be hard. Call in the universe, the stars, and the angels, and all the power. Find a solution. Would you take the next step if it were easy? It's time to expect ease. Call in the grace and receive the guidance. You are supported. Today's soul action. List 10 possible ideas for your soul currently calling. Learn the ease. It's here, and you just have to say it. Yes, say yes to it. So, yes, our guides are always there. Reach out to your guides when you're needing guidance. Ask for that guidance. Ask for the divine best that will serve you and those around you. And you will get those answers that will just come to you. Amazingly, it will come to you. I like the card right on top. A journey, a voyage. Yes, life is a journey and a voyage. So, and one last blessing. I've read that one before. I recognize. Let me grab one that I haven't seen. A crystal clear blessing. You are soon blessed with great clarity. Your destiny is calling, and your soul is shining its infinite wisdom. You are blessed, protected, and guided in all that you do from this moment on. So I like that. Of course, the elephant. The Indian, I can't tell you which god it is, but it's one of the Indian gods. And oh, it's good luck. I like it. 36 on his palm. 3-6. My guys are saying, look it up. What does 3-6 mean? Hey Siri, give me the spiritual meaning of 36. In numerology, 36 is a significant number because it combines the energy of 3 and 6. The number 3 symbolizes creativity, self-expression, also the Trinity. I added that in. And self-expression. While 6 stands for responsibility and care, 36 symbolizes unconditional love, healing, and self-service. It's associated with the energy of abundance, creativity, and optimism. I see numbers. I'm always looking up numbers. I see numbers in series. I've actually started keeping a list of them because there's a lot of spiritual messages that come in repetitive numbers. For example, all my life I've woken up at 3:33. I'm actually going through the first trend in my life that I'm actually sleeping past 3:00 that 3:33 in the morning for the last 2 weeks, which is really unusual for me. I've actually been sleeping through the night without waking up in the middle of the night to go to the restroom, or just sleeping through till 5, 6, 7, which is really sleeping in for me because I'm usually up at 3:33, and I usually am out of bed by 4:30 at the latest if I can sneak back into that dream state. So a lot of us have patterns like that in our lives, but I've been doing a lot of packing, a lot of working around the house, trying to get things moving so I can move, get my house on the market, and make that next big step in life, which is scary because I'm moving all the way across the U.S., which is going to be a new adventure. I was born on the East Coast, but I have no memory of living on the East Coast, and I'm moving closer to family, so I'm really looking forward to that and making the big change in a very different culture. The first thing I noticed is because I live in California, we're a multicultural community throughout the state. I've never lived in a neighborhood that's just white or just Hispanic or just, we have everything. My neighborhood is multiracial. And then we have a lot of military in this neighborhood too, and a mix between 40s to 70-year-olds. So we have a really diverse neighborhood, and we know everybody knows everybody. We're a dog community. Everybody walks their dogs. I sit outside all the time. I know neighbors 2 or 3 blocks over, and they know me because I'm always outside. I'm very social, and I say hello to anybody that walks by, and I end up getting to know people that way. It's fun. I'm coming over for dinner. God, that sounds good. And I meant to grab some chicken out. I was thinking about making some Alfredo. I'll do that. I can quick thaw my chicken out. I have time still. It's early here, so anyways, yeah, I love to cook. I need to bake bread too. I'm out of bread. I got up in the middle of the night last night. I was hungry for carbohydrates. I made biscuits and had biscuits with butter and jam in the middle of the night. My husband found them this morning. He goes, I ate the rest of the biscuits. I don't know how many you made, but they were really good. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm guilty. But I didn't eat dinner last night, so of course I was hungry. Anyways, it's going to be a short program today, 40 minutes. Wow, it's probably the shortest program I've done in a very long time. Anyways, I'm glad everybody came in. If you're new to the program, like, subscribe. I come on Saturdays at 3:00, and I come on Sundays at 3:00 to do oracle readings. I do personal readings on Saturday, and Britton and I will be working in the background, setting up a new programming. I can't remember the name she came up with. I liked it. It was like Hump Day and getting over the hump. We got to get a hold of Sharon and touch base with her, see if she wants to join us. At least Brenda and I can do it together. If Sharon can come in and out. She's always busy. Sharon's busybody. But it'll be fun to get together and do that midweek. And we will let people know when we get organized on setting that up. It should be fun. And it'll give us more demographics, and maybe we can pull some new people into our community too, which is always fun. I want everybody to have a great week coming forward, and enjoy this beautiful weather this summer. keep your prayers out for one, Anne, who is got a little bit of a stomach flu going on. Send her some healing light. Also, light, love, protection over our soldiers and Ukraine and all the turmoil going on with that. And put that protective light around everybody that's involved in those unfortunate wars going on, and also to the firefighters out there fighting the wildfires that are going on right now, both in the United States and in Canada. And put love, light, and protection around those that are doing service for all of us to enrich and save our resources. So, anyways, I want to give a beautiful blessing out to everybody, and I will see you next week. And you have a great week coming forward.